Hi everyone, so today I have a sponsored video for you from Tonic Studios for their new Tonic craft kit. I believe it's number 78. It's called Jam Jar Gift Card or maybe Jam Pot Gift Card. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. With Tonic on their craft kit or craft box, they have a monthly membership, they have a quarterly membership, and they have what they call a one-off purchase. So if you just want the box and not have a subscription, you can do that. The subscription does also get you 10% off the site every day whenever you shop, so something to think about. And the pricing's a little bit lower as you go, like the monthly is a little bit lower than the one-off, and then the quarterly is a little bit lower than the monthly, and you can also skip within the quarterly if you would like to, and you can just contact them for that information. But we're just going to get right to it. So this month it does come with a binder. So the binder holds basically 3 months worth of folders. I believe it's usually like every 3 months you're getting a binder in your kit. So even if you're new and you just signed up, you're going to have that in there. Or if you just have a one-off and you're going to receive it, it'll be in there. So really nice and clean, beautiful look to it with the orange branding here. It's really adorable. So we have that. This is the meat and potatoes of the kit. It's your stamp and die set, and you know, sometimes mine's a little bit like this. Yours will be wrapped differently. Of course, I get samples, so my samples are packaged a little bit differently. But for the most part, this is what you will be receiving. It comes with a sticker. It comes usually with an insert, like a brochure that kind of shows you everything that's in the kit, along with the names of the papers and all those kinds of things. So if you'd like to get more, you have the names and you can find those. But this is a Jam Pot gift card. That's what it says. So I will put this on the front here, and then this guy will be tucked into here, will be clipped in, and it'll start the next, quarter of subscriptions of craft kits. So let's see. It always comes with a photopolymer stamp set, and this time it has like this cute little band that probably you can cut out with that guy. So this is from me to you with the little berries, strawberries, and then the cute flower here. You deserve this. Very cute. Again, photopolymer on that. I do have a little copy of the steps. Yours might look like this. This might have just been inserted in here, but yours will be, usually it's like a thicker paper, but there you go. So I do have some instruction there for this time around to share with you guys. And so essentially it's a gift card, and as you can see, it's like a jam pot, or like it says. So you have this guy, you have the lid. This will insert in here and pull out so that the gift card is attached to that area. Hopefully that makes sense. So it makes a cute little pot. You have, so the mechanism portions, you have the pocket there. You have some decorative items, some inlays for the lid, different ones. This one has little flowers, this one has stripes. You have for the outer, like for the pot itself, you have this beautiful matte layer with the inlay with the strawberries. You have that center circle that you can cut out of it, or just cut it, from one of these guys, or put in, some of these guys, like inlays. This one says spread the love. I know it's hard to see, it's upside down. Spread the love, just for you. I think that's that one says, look at the little leaves. That is so cute. Strawberries that have like texture to them. You have background cuts for those, or actually those might just be for these guys now that I think about it, because they look about the same size. So what I'm assuming is that's going to cut the stamp if you would like. That's what those are for. So, some more inlaid kind of decorations, and then you have the band, and that one also says something about berry. Oh, thank you very much. So there you go. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is heavy. All right. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, no wonder it has some weight to it. This is like a little book, like a little journal. That is so cute. So a little notebook. Let's open this guy up. Sometimes when I do my little like calculations and things for projects, I like to just kind of write them down. But this is definitely a nice little journal. It has blank pages. They feel so pretty. Like the pages themselves feel really nice. That's cute. Well, thank you. And it even has a little ribbon to mark, where you're at. It has a really nice feel, kind of like those moleskin notebooks, if you felt any of those before. That's what that feels like. Oh my gosh, no wonder it's so weighty, that book. And then we have a few different drops here, so I'll just kind of open them as we go along. Red berry and the crystal drops. Very cool. Again, this crystal, so it's a little more translucent. There's a big boy of crystal glaze. Okay, awesome. Add clear dimension. These are really fun because they don't have color. And honestly, I mean, you can pop that on, like with this, like with the berries, something fresh, or like flowers, you just add little dots here and there and they're just clear. They're really lovely. It's a nice size bottle of that. So again, dries clear. It's called crystal glaze. And then we have a couple other things. We have a little tool, like a little brush. Now this can help you with something like the mousse or just anything you want to apply, but it's not a fine brush, so it's going to give you some bristly looks, right? As you're using it, it's going to definitely have those strokes are going to be visible and noticeable. And then we have the chalk mousse. Add soft dimensional details to your craft projects. I believe this one is just when you apply it. It says when dried, gives a matte textured paste effect. You can also use it with like watercolor brushes or water brushes or whatever it is that you like. So there's lots of fun ways to use this, or just with the stencil, you know, just apply it to your project however you like. But this is the color Strawberry Frappe. Very cute, very pink and soft. And then our papers. And then we have our papers. So let me grab these guys. And so we have some Craft Perfects. Okay, oh, how sweet. So I was thinking like reds and things, but they're like pink. So let me display these out. We have a pearlescent white right here. And really nice, thick, maybe a little bit off-white, as you can see, cardstock. We have like a Craft Perfect in a dark green. You have this beautiful kind of minty green. I want to say that one's called Seafoam, but I don't really know them off the top of my head, guys. And these are your other Craft Perfect. And Craft Perfect has a linen texture, so I don't know if you can see the texture there, but on the opposite side, it's a little bit less textured. So if you want to stamp, I would stamp on that side. This beautiful pairing of like that kind of raspberry and then a little softer pink. And then we have a holographic kind of silver, bluish kind of color. It's like your basic holograph color, right? And then like a minty green. Really, really sweet colors. I love this. So what I'm going to do is put some of these things to the side, and we're going to start cutting what we need to make our Jam Pot gift card holder. I'll be right back. So I just cut the papers out, and let's look at the instruction. So what they're showing you is for the front panel, you'll need 1. The frame panel, you need 9. This is approximately, because what's this is going to do is kind of like when you're building up dimension without using dimensional adhesive. You just cut the same thing out over and over, and you layer over each other or itself. So they're saying you're going to need this front panel cut from one thing, and you know, if you're going to decorate it, you just want this to be a nice paper that you're going to go ahead and put your matte layers or whatever you want to do with it, but make sure this is the color that you want to use for like your jar, right? And then you have this slider panel that's going to go in and out. And so again, whatever background paper you want for that. I think I'm going to do a cream color just because like a crock pot kind of thing is like cream color, but you know, obviously if you're making a jam jar, it could be just pink or reddish or whatever, so it looks like whatever's in there is there. But either way, I'm going to have that, and I think I'm going to cut it out from like a cream color, like I said. I'm going to get that from my own stash, but of course you can cut from your papers. That's just a style choice. So one of these. The card holder, you know, if you want to coordinate or if you just want it to be a different color, you're going to need that. You have the lid panel, which I'm assuming they mean this bigger one because there's a smaller one. That guy is going to go on here. It looks like it's going to be echoing, so I'll probably make that the same color. I'm going to really pay attention to what they're showing here because, yeah, it must be that one. Yeah, that guy's a little bit smaller. Okay. So all of these are one of each of these things, but the thing that's 9 is this guy. And so they did include, again, like this construction weight, heavyweight stuff. So I'll probably try to get the 9 from here. And you know, we can do some funky things to conserve our paper. Like if you put this here, right, and then you were to run it through the next one, you can turn it this way and get it cut from the area you left here. It's going to tuck into one, so you can imagine one being cut away right here. This other one can kind of go into it. And so in each space that's roughly, you know, maybe 6 inches by like 3 or 4, maybe 4 inches, you're going to get 2 from that space. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to cut those out, and then we'll talk about decorating. So I'll be right back with the basic pieces. just want to quickly show you how I got these on here, and the last one it just got there. So if you line them up the way I did, you know, one inside the other, one inside the other, one inside the other, you're going to get 6 there, 7, 8, 9 very easily. But I'm going to trim these bits away, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so there is my 9th piece, and again I still have a little bit left. I could probably get 10. So just, this is A4 size paper that they included, so know if you're using A2 size and you want to get off of one sheet, you might have to, you know, lay it out a little bit differently, but that worked out really well. Again, again, if I was just going to use papers from my stash after I've used up my papers here, I would just cut these from the same papers that match this, because, like, why not, right? So it all coordinates. Let me put these guys to this side for a moment. So we have all our pieces. Essentially, this is it. So what they're showing in the instruction is how to attach this to, like, a card base. I think if you wanted to, you could probably make it stand on its own, because instead of attaching it to a card base, all these pieces, just attach it to another piece like this, right? So then you build it up, build it up, build it up. And so I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should do that in this video, just so you can see it's a little bit different, you know? And it's just its own thing. So I am going to run one more of these guys through. If you want to put it on a card base, you're going to do the exact same thing, but pretend this is a card base and not something that's already cut like this, okay? So I will be right back. Just cut out one more. Again, you can just pretend that you're, you know, adding this to, you know, whatever size card you'd like. I would say you're going to keep in mind that it's like this. So let me get some measurements. I actually thought about that later. I'm so sorry I didn't measure the pieces, because in my, just looking at them, I know these will go through any machine that you have because they're on the smaller side. So this guy is like almost 5 1/4 inches tall by like 3 5/8 inches wide at the widest point. So A2 size, 5 by 7. I mean, maybe even a slimline, just depending on how you make your slimlines, right? So the biggest die I would say is probably this guy. And just so you have that info, it's almost 5 inches tall, and it is about 3 5/8 inches wide. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. I'm sure that'll go through a lot of the machines out there. Okay, so what they're showing you here is, again, putting it onto a card front. I am going to just attach to its own thing. And I'm actually going to turn it over, so this is the rough side, because that way on the back it'll look nice too, so nice side. And we're just going to glue these guys down. So let me grab some glue. Okay, so I have my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, you know, however you like, but of course I'm going to put glue all the way to the very edges, down in here. And we're just going to stack it up, and I'm not going to try to bore you with this, but you can imagine. I'm going to place 1. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm not really waiting for that to set up, because you can just hold them all down as you go, right? 2. You can write down to there. I don't want it to slip down any further. Actually, it has its own little kind of thing that'll hold it back anyhow. Here's 2. And I would say that thick paper, this construction paper that comes in the kit, is probably 350 GSM or so. Let me get a little bit closer. I want to make sure they're pretty well lined up, so they look nice. And here's number 3. All the way to the edges. Give it a bit of a zhuzh. And again, just trying to keep them all lined up nice and straight, so it looks really nice. Okay, so as you can see, that's the 3rd one. I'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll be back at that point. Hey guys, that is number 8, and here's number 9, and it is feeling so sturdy. If you want to decorate your top panel, you know, just like this, like let's say you're not going to do an inlay or use the other decorative pieces, then I would obviously decorate that first. I think I'm going to do a little stamping on the little lid just to make it really cute, so we'll do that in just a minute. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and pop it down, because we have inlays and other things that we can decorate on top. Again, if you want to do that now and then add it, right? I'll just stick it on at the end. That's just how I do my decorating. Oh, I was going to put this all over. No, do not do that. Put it just on here. And then I'm going to put something like a weight on top of this just to keep it down and keep all the different layers good to go. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so thick. Look, check this out. I'm just going to pop that on there. Look at that. So plenty of room for your gift card holder, the little guy to go in and out. I'm just going to kind of make sure that's right down. And honestly, if I like the other side better, I can make that the front because it's basically exactly the same the way I did it. And I think I might do that, to be honest. I feel like this one looks really good. So perhaps we'll do that. But for now, what I mean is I'm going to put something flat on top of this and then put something heavy on top of that. So just like something like this, and then maybe put one of my die cutting machines on top, okay? Just to keep that flat and sturdy. In the meantime, I'm going to do some stamping. So let's put that to the side, bring out just a little mat. Maybe we can stamp on that too. This guy's going to have the gift card. This is going to be on here, and this is going to be on there. It's exactly the same. So what I was thinking about doing is a little bit of stamping and maybe even using some of that chalk mousse just to look like it's painted or something fun. So, I mean, we have all these other little guys we can decorate with, but for right now I'm just going to do a little something. So let me grab like a red ink. I think Tonic has one called like strawberry or something. Ooh, we have glacier cherry. Let's see. Maybe I'll use glacier cherry. Just something nice and red. Ah! Okay. And I'm just going to stamp away, and I don't care if it looks a little rough, that's what I want. To look like if it was painted, you know, in like a little old school, I don't know. So we have these two strawberries, so I'll probably grab both of them. They do, again, have a little dispersion layer on them because they are photopolymer. I'm going to put one on one side, one on the other. I don't, you know, I'm just going to use them both. So to get rid of that dispersion layer, I'm just kind of rub. Let me move this over here so you can see this other one better. And I'm just going to stamp, just freehand, some little cuties. Okay? And then maybe this other side, rub. And just going for it. They're kind of facing opposite ways, the little strawberries. That's why you have a couple of them. Maybe put that one like right there. Just something like that. So I have little strawberries on there. I'll rinse that off. And then I want to take a little bit of the chalk mousse, and I'm just going to use a brush that I can handle it a little easier. So just any old brush. Some people, when they put this away, they like to put press and seal on top of this and then put the lid so that it helps from drying out. It is very moist right now, as you can see. I got my finger in there. And I'm just going to take it across the top here. So I'm going to be careful with that. It'll probably dry pretty quickly because I'm not using a lot. But you do want to give it its time to dry. That's cute. You know, if you want to do some more of that painting kind of thing, you can add it to other parts. But I'm just going to do that and let that set up, and I'll be back. Like I said, I should let that dry. I'm going to move on right now because we're in tutorial mode, but at home you can let that dry. And then we have this guy, and it actually has two lines, like so that your gift card will go in there really nicely. So I'm just going to kind of fold it. I'm not going to be too worried about that. Just give it a fold, and if you can kind of get it over here, that too. And I want to see, they said just to add it. I don't know, you know, if you want to, these are style choices. Glue it here, or glue it around here on the back, right? It's going to stick out there, or just put it all in the front here. Whatever you prefer to do. I guess I'll just put it on the front here. So I'm going to make sure that score line is pretty scored, the outer one, that one, because that's the one I need for my panel to really kind of want to stay down. And then the second score line I'm not too worried about. I'm just going to kind of push it up like this and like that. Just giving you some room for your gift card to slide in there. Alright, so I'm putting glue here. Again, I'm gluing it to the front, but you can wrap it around if you like. And I'm just going to hold that in position right there. And since we're already here, let's go ahead and just stick down our little top piece. Take this guy, sorry, get in frame here. And just put that on there. How cute. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so let me get our base piece. And again, this could have been on a card front and it would look just the same except for it would have a card. And let's open this up just a little bit. This might still be a little bit wet, so I just want to test it, make sure everything's good to go. Again, you have a really nice space there for your gift card. And I just want to see if I had something that was gift cardish to show you. So the size of a gift card, you can just kind of pop that in there. Cute. Okay. And guys, sorry for the rough edit. I just realized, and hopefully this makes sense. I might have to edit quite a few things. I went to test this out, you know, just to show you like what a gift card might fit in there, but I got it stuck up here and I didn't think anything of it, and I just put it in there and I was like, oh, that doesn't quite work. Hello, just put it all the way down. I don't know what I was thinking, so hopefully I can edit out what doesn't make sense. But anyhow, let's try it out. And I'm so silly. I had just left it sticking out. I'm like, well, you can, just put the on the back or however, but no, obviously it's just in here. So there you go. And you can push it all the way in there. I mean, fits perfectly. My goodness gracious. So hopefully I can edit this in a way that just makes sense. Sorry about that, guys. I'm so silly. Oh my gosh. So anyhow, super cute. Works really well. So what we're going to do now, again, I'm kind of editing in here, is go ahead and decorate. So I will be right back. Okay guys, so I need to be careful with that. I still have my mousse that's wet. One other thing I was thinking, like I said, orient it this way so you decorate the front, the pocket could be in the back, right? And then that way when you pull it up, it might have a little message here, but the gift card is actually back here. However you like. This is how I did it because that's what the instructions showed, but there you go. Okay, let's see. Let's put this guy to the side. Super cute. We have all these guys. I do want to do the inlay. You have a little band that you can use. You can just decorate this centerpiece, and maybe that's what I'll do because I did some stamping on the top. Let's bring some stamping into the center. And, from me to you, that would be with this other one. If I'm going to do you deserve this, I can cut out with this guy, right? So with this cutie pie, let's do some of the colors that are in here. Should we bring let's do pink with the inlay and then the raspberry color as the background. So if I want this for the background, I'm just going to run it through like that. I'll have that one. And then with this guy, we'll bring this guy over here. We'll do the inlay, tape it down so they don't move, and run that through, okay? And I will be right back. Okay, guys, so let's pop this out. Oh, so cute, the little berries. You can see they have the little embossing in there. So I'm just going to glue these guys together. Just get those adhered. And then for my little you deserve this, I'm just going to stamp that on just like a little scrap of white paper I might have here. So I have a little square of textured paper. Again, if you're using linen paper, you can stamp on the opposite side. It'll be a little smoother. Or use a platform so you can stamp it a couple times and really make sure that you got that stamped there. And again, I'll bring this Glacier Cherry from my stash. Rub, rub, rub. And, oh, let me do a dab, dab, dab. If you streak it across, it'll have streak lines, which is cool for some designs, but for right now, I just want it to be just the regular stamping. There you go. You deserve this. And then I can just eyeball this little guy. If you're not comfortable eyeballing, which I may not because I do want it to be pretty perfect, I'll just run this through with an aperture. So meaning I'll run it through a scrap of paper, something like this. Let me get this out of the way because invariably I'll get ink on me. Just run it through. And then this will pop out, and then just hinge this up and see where you want it to cut, and then run it through again so that it cuts it nicely and perfectly where you want it. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so again, sorry about the rough editing if there was any, but yeah, this is super cute, and I'm sorry I made an oopsie on my own as far as if, how the gift card went in there, but oh, there we go. So I'm gonna pop this here. How cute is that? And I mean, there are other dies on there, little flowers that I think I failed to point out, but there's that guy. I put some dimensionals on our You Deserve This. Again, just, mix and match. You have the impression type things. You have this little guy. I'm just going to pop that up there. You Deserve This. You can do this. And pop it right in there again. You can be on a card base. It could just be this guy. Standing alone. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, you guys. knock it out of the park like Tonic always does. Super cute. Thanks for watching, guys. I will have images coming up. I'll have the links to all the different types of clubs, the one-off purchase, and those kinds of things. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sending these items for review, for sponsoring this video. And, you know, I mean, it's just adorable. So let's just pop this guy in here and push that down in here. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.